Hey there guys, this is NDM here, welcoming you back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. Right, so in the last episode we finished up most of... we opened up this passageway in the past, so we can now enter this area in the future. Because we bombed out that wall in the past and we opened up this cave here. So now we can actually see the full interior of the dungeon in the future now, I think. Now that we've opened that passageway, we should be able to explore more now. And I think the only purpose that we're here for in the future is to get the dungeon item now. And then once we got the dungeon item, we've pretty much cleared out the whole entire dungeon for the future. Because I remember the mini-boss being in the future and not the past. And we do have 2 keys, so we don't have to worry about getting any more keys or trying to make a huge trek around the dungeon trying to find keys. So we can now get over to the other side here. Whatever you do, make sure you do not fall into the water, otherwise you have to go through the whole process of going back through to the main entrance and going through those 2 rooms again. So make sure you don't fall down there, otherwise that'd be a very big mistake. And here's a chest. I wonder what's in here. Oh, we got ourselves the compass, yay! And as you can see, that this was the room where we had to shoot the torches with the ember seeds in the past, and that's what opened up this remember when we opened up that huge passageway and there was that deep water? We couldn't go into the deep water. Yeah, it's that room in the future. So we've now opened up this area too, which will take us to another part of the dungeon. Yeah, this dungeon can get kind of confusing. Like I say, it's just a matter of remembering where you went in the past to know where you've got to go into the future, and you got to remember if you unlocked something in the future to where you got to go in the past, because you will unlock things in the future that you can do in the past, and you'll unlock things that you can do in the past that you can do in the future. Yeah, I know, kind of confusing. That's why I say this dungeon is probably one of the most unique dungeons among Zelda dungeons. And there's a key block there that we need to open, but I'm just going to see what's down here first. I'm not going to go through the key block unless there's something down here that I'll end up missing, which is not what I want to do. And yes, there is something I'm missing down here. Oh, it's just rupees, and 10 at that. As if I really needed 10 rupees. That's not really going to make that much of a difference. I have 555 rupees, and I'm pretty sure I can buy plenty of things with 555. I don't need an extra 10 to add on to it. But never mind, I want to get all the chests in this dungeon anyway, so that is kind of essential. Just to get all the chests, so I don't miss anything. Okay, right, now I don't remember what this room's all about. Let me just have a read of the owl statue here, just to refresh my memory. And see what we got to do in here. I know it's obviously something to do with the levers. Test your luck. Test my luck. Okay, so I guess you just got to randomly guess, like you did in A Link to the Past, to open the place to the sanctuary when you're in Hyrule Castle. Right, okay. So I imagine one of these would bring down enemies. Yeah, I thought so. Snakes. Well, in Zelda, in the case of Zelda, they're called ropes. I guess they thought, you know, to call snakes ropes because they're long and ropes are long, so I guess that's why they thought to call them ropes. Well, there is such thing as a rope snake. So, alright, okay, let's pull this one again then. There we go. I would have been going like that one to that one to that one to that one, and then they'd all be enemies, so if it's one with the enemy, just pull it again and you'll get the boss key. So now we got the boss key. I want to have a look at my map here and see where else we can go. Oh right, yeah, we can go through there. Huh. Right, so we got the boss key now. Well, that's good. At least I came back this way for the boss key. Otherwise I'd have had to come back here later on in the dungeon. So I'd have been like, oh, where's the boss key? I can't find it. Yeah. But I think that this area was like the easiest, or the most obvious to find. Right, because you blew open that cave in the past, and that's like right near the entrance of the dungeon. And the entrance of the dungeon, that passageway will take you straight to the boss key. But remember when I blew open that other hole in the wall to get to that room near the boss room in the past? Well, yeah, we've also opened that passageway in the future now too. So we can now head over there and explore. That's where our dungeon item is, I think, as well. Yeah, and that's where the mini-boss is going to be too. Because I don't remember the mini-boss being in the past. I know that much. I don't think I'll be able to get the boss done in this video because the boss is kind of long as well, and I don't really want to record another 23-minute video, which is what I recorded yesterday. I recorded 23 minutes of footage. Okay, we got Wizrobes in here. I don't really like Wizrobes in this game, or any, well, basically any Game Boy Zelda game. They're pretty annoying in Minish Cap 2, and especially in A Link to the Past. Wizrobes are everywhere in that game, tell you. Well, in the later dungeons they're everywhere. Especially in that 6th dungeon, jeez. Like, the 7th dungeon in A Link to the Past, Turtle Rock, that wasn't too bad for Wizrobes. But the 6th dungeon was much worse for that. And I do like the Wizrobes in Wind Waker. They're not so much of a pain to kill. They're pretty easy. And obviously Majora's Mask, which was the game where Wizrobes first appeared in, and it's that genie guy who I said from was Aladdin. Yeah. No, I don't want to go that way. Just getting a good sense of my surroundings here. I don't think this is an area we want to be going to, actually. Come to think of it, because we want to get to the boss room. I don't think you can actually get over there. There's like no way of getting over there unless you go through the pads, yeah. You have to go around there in like a certain way. Obviously. So we'll just get this chest first. I know where the mini-boss is. It's in that general direction. On the other side, not this side. This leads to a chest, which I want to pick up first. Which will probably be a small key, no doubt. Yeah, I thought so. And we won't be using that in the future, I don't think. That'll be used in the past. In the past dungeon. Because your keys carry over from the past to the future, so don't worry about if you get a key in the future, you can't use it in the past, because it does carry over. It's just the dungeon map and the compass that doesn't carry over. Did we get the compass for this side? Yeah, we did. Okay. We got the dungeon map and the compass, and we got the dungeon map and the compass in the past. The boss key also carries away from the past to the, or from the future to the past. So you obviously don't have to get the boss key in the past, so you obviously don't have to get keys in the past. Because keys are like a essential key item. No pun intended. Alright, okay, yeah, you need to go through the same process again, just basically crack this pot open, jump down again, and then go through it again, and then you'll end up on the other side, hopefully. Yay! Oh no, this key isn't used in the past, this key is actually used in the future, because there's a locked door right here, which will lead to the mini-boss. And if any of you have played Link's Awakening or Oracle of Seasons, you will know who this mini-boss is, because you'd have played that game. And yeah, it is this guy. I am Vire, Veren's loyal henchman. I heard someone was trying to stop Veren, so I came here, but it's just some kid. Fine, I can handle you. And this enemy was also used, well, when it was used in A Link to the Past, it was actually no, not A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening. When it was used in Link's Awakening, it was actually used as a normal enemy. Ouch, pesky kid, take this. It's best to use your Rock's Feather here. Not your shovel, your Rock's Feather, dude. Don't go equipping your shovel, you can't do anything with that. It's not as if you can dig in here anyway. It's just, this boss his projectiles can be so annoying to dodge. But this boss was also used as a mini-boss in Oracle of Seasons 2, but like I say, in Link's Awakening, he was used as a regular enemy. Bully, that's it, I'm serious. Get your war face on, boy! Show me your war face if you're getting serious. Ah, damn it. So yeah, he can fly away as well. That's the annoying thing. If you get close to him, he'll start being a coward and fly away from you. So you could use your Pegasus seeds here, but I don't think it really makes all the difference, because he flies away very quickly. Faster than you can run with those things. Damn it, I had the perfect opportunity then to just let go. Yeah, all I can really say for this boss is just jump, jump, and jump. What the hell? I hit you! I freaking hit you! Ah, damn it. And I'm not jumping, what the hell? Oh, that's right, if you use 2 controls at the same time, you can't jump, apparently. Nonetheless, I think I'm gonna die. I can see it now, I can see that I'm gonna die. So I'm not gonna be as lucky. And hairs in my face, that's kind of distracting. Hang on a second. Get out my face. Can you shoot this guy with seeds? Seriously? Well, I hit him, and well, no, he's not even dead yet. Now I'm dead. Right, okay, I'll meet you guys back here again at the same kind of phase as I was at in the mini-boss, so I will see you all then. Okay guys, I'm back. Right, so yeah, I got to the same phase as we was at when I died. I went grinding for some hearts off screen, because obviously when you die, you lose hearts. Alright. Fine, goodbye. There you go. Now all you gotta do is just take care of the miniature bats, and then you're done. He doesn't form back, so don't worry about it. Or he doesn't like merge together to make, you know, himself again. Ouch! I paid for my overconfidence, but I'll report this to Varen. Well, that was a very violent. Right, so yeah, this is where you get the dungeon item. Finally, we're actually going to see what we get from the dungeon. Right, so all you got to do here is just basically, well, what I want to do is get rid of the whiz robes first, because they're going to be a complete nuisance, like they always are. Always being everywhere, chucking their things at me, whatever the hell they're shooting, their lasers, and or their wavers, because they're throwing waves of energy or whatever it is. They throw at you spells. Yeah. Okay, right. No, you just gotta get your timing right on this. It's not really that hard. You know. What the hell? I'm wasting bombs here. Hang on a second. No. Maybe you need to stand further back. Yeah, that'll work. No. What the hell? I got the first one on the first try, and now I can't get. What the hell are you doing? You're being stupid. All you gotta do is just use the switch hook here, and then you're on the other side. What the hell? Don't go try and blowing up the other block when you blew up one of them, and you can already gain access to the other side. Oh my god. There you go, you got yourself the mermaid suit. Now you can swim in deep waters. Press the control stick or D-pad to swim, A to dive, and no, B to dive, and A to use items, I think that's said. But yeah, you can only use a certain, you can't use all of your items underwater, I think. I don't think you can use, you obviously can't use your bombs underwater. You can't use your Cane of Samaria underwater, I don't think. And your power bracelet. So, yeah, there are some items you can't use underwater. You know, like in Ocarina of Time, there are some items you can use underwater in that game. Like the bow and arrow, for example. Oh yeah, it's the same with this game too. But the mermaid suit allows you to traverse or travel through underwater areas, right? There's one, or deep water areas, like this one, like this one here, for instance. But the way how you move is really weird. You have to tap the D-pad. Like, you have to tap it, you can't keep hold of it. So it's really weird how you have to move with this. It's not so bad on the Game Boy, and it's not really so bad on this. It's just kind of hard to get used to at first, but once you get used to it, it's very easy to move around in. But like, considering I played it a few months ago, it's still kind of hooked on to me. I still am kind of used to it. I'm not, you know, still trying to get used to the controls or anything like that. So there you go. And it's also the same for this type of water too. You still have to use the D-pad to move, or you have to keep tapping the D-pad to move. You don't have to, because before, once you didn't have the mermaid suit, you could keep hold of the D-pad, but when you get the mermaid suit, you have to tap the D-pad to move instead. So that's why I say it's kind of hard to get used to. Okay, right, so now we just got to go to that deep underwater area, where that massive pathway opened, where we had to shoot the torches with the ember seeds. And I think that general vicinity is in this direction, so we're going to head this way and make way for that room. Yeah, we're already making progress in this dungeon. We're pretty much almost done here, I think. Well, we got the boss key and everything. We got the dungeon map and compass, so we're all good. I don't know what else we need to get from here, though. I can't possibly imagine what else we need to get from this dungeon. There is still the bottom fort to clear out, so... We've got the we've got the boss key, though, haven't we? Yeah, we got the boss key, so why don't we just go straight to the boss? I don't know. Why would we need to go to the bottom floor at all, when the boss key's in the future, and you can get it before you even get the mermaid suit? I don't know, let's find out and see what is actually down here. I think I see jellyfish. Yeah, we got baronades, or berries, which, yeah, or berries, I think they're called. In, oh, it's the A button you have to use, damn it. Okay, I want my sword equipped then, on the A button. Yeah, you have to switch your controls around. I don't really like using the sword for the A button, but we're gonna have to underwater, I'm afraid. So yeah, that's going to be something I have to get used to, because I'm not very used to using the sword with the A button, which in this case is the Z button on the keyboard. I don't think there's anything in particular underwater here in this underwater passageway, apart from just the exit. So where's this going to take us? Alright, moving room, well, moving floors. Yeah, because the current is moving in the direction where the path is moving. You can basically tell from the textures which way the current is going. Maybe this is a small key. I don't know. Let me have a look at the bottom floor here. I want to see how big it is, if there's anything else we need to do down here. Is there any other rooms? Because I swear I saw 2 chests. Yeah, there is. There's different parts to it. Alright, okay. Well, I did see another deep underwater area. That was right near the boss room. So I guess that's the only deep underwater passageway we need to go to before we go ahead and fight the boss. The dungeon. Well, actually, this will take only 2 videos. I'm not going to fight the boss in this episode. I'll fight the boss in the next episode. But the dungeon itself has only taken 2 videos. I thought it'd take more than that. Because I will get this second underwater passage done in this video. I might as well. Then we can end it off straight in front of the boss door. Okay. Like, for the most part, this dungeon can be kind of tedious because there's a lot of backtracking involved in it. But I do like it because of how much of a non-pain in the arse it is. You don't have to use, you know, all the switching with water levels or anything like that. You don't have to do any of that in this dungeon. But I think you do in the 7th dungeon. That's why I don't really like it that much. Like, the 7th dungeon is my least favourite dungeon in this game. And yes, it's another water dungeon, so this game is a fiasco for water dungeons. Whereas Oracle of Seasons, I don't think that had an actual proper water dungeon in it. And I wouldn't really necessarily class this as a proper water dungeon anyway, considering for the fact that the 7th dungeon has a lot more water water areas or underwater areas you have to go to. Most of the dungeon is actually underwater, the 7th one. So I would definitely class the 7th one as a water dungeon, but I wouldn't necessarily class this as a water dungeon because of how non-water themed it is. Like, most of the time you're not even underwater, most of the time you're on the ground. Yeah, I'm about to be stabbed up the butt by friggin' Stalfos. Hang on, let me have a look here and see. Yeah, I am going in the right general direction here. So, we need to do the same thing again. Place the Cane of Samaria block on here. Get rid of the Wizrobes before I die. Well, there is some pots over there, so I could regain some health. And I definitely need to regain some health, because I'm running low. I should have came to this dungeon with a potion. Well, I definitely will be going to the 7th dungeon with a potion, guaranteed. And it takes a while to get to the 7th dungeon anyway, so... yeah, we could get a lot of things done before we go to the 7th dungeon. Because there's like a huge quest involved to get to it. Right, okay, just need to push this pot down here. I like to push the pot near to the nearest switch, because then it saves you having to go all the way around here to this side of the room. Well, no, you can't even push the pot down here anyway, because it'll get stuck to this wall. Yeah, so you can't push a pot to this side of the room. You can only use the Cane of Samaria on this side, which is good, so then that saves you having to go around the other side of the room just to place a pot there, and it'll take a while to get to the other side of the room anyway, because when you're pushing a pot, your movement is very slow and sluggish. And we got loads of floor masters here, or yeah, I think they're called floor masters, or master hands from Smash Brothers, the master hand. No, they're wall masters, aren't they? Or floor masters, I'm not sure. I think in Wind Waker they're called floor masters. Yeah, as you can see, that's where we'll be heading, down that deep underwater area. That's pretty much the last... Wow, I got fairy, did I? I didn't see me get fairy. Well, sweet, at least we've got full health now. I might as well open this door while we're here. There you go. Maybe there's another locked door up ahead. I don't remember there being another locked door up ahead besides the boss door. Because there's 2 chests in this area, I think. So it said. And are we in the room with a room with a chest? No, we're not. Okay. Well, we was in a room with a chest, but damn it, I can't defend myself. Screw it. I'm not even going to defend myself. I'm just going to swim through everything as fast as I can. And it doesn't really matter what weapon you have equipped on your B button, because you can't use the B button anyway underwater. You can only use the A button. And this puzzle is not that tricky either. All you got to do is kind of obvious. What you got to do here, you got to get every single diamond-shaped block onto these patches over here. So without further ado, we shall do that. Like, these ones at the back of the room are kind of longer to get over here, but what the hell, I'm shooting at it. Telling me that I missed that thing by an inch. There, go up here, put this one on this patch right here, and then as you can see there's only 2 left. There's only 2 patches left. And you don't have to do it in any particular order, because they all look the same, so it'll be kind of hard to put them in any order anyway. So there you go. Oh, I guess you do need another small key. What the hell? Well, we've already explored the full interior of the future dungeon, so there must be a few locked doors up ahead then. Yeah, I don't remember there being any, but guess that's news to me. Yeah, there is a chest in here, I think. Thought so. Oh, it's just rupees, 30 rupees. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be 2 small keys. Now we can just get out of here and progress onwards to the boss. Yeah, there isn't a locked door, but there's a block here. There you go. Right near the boss door, what do you know? What do you say? Alright, so you need to use the Cane of Samaria here, if that wasn't obvious enough. And use your seed shooter to shoot the switch. If you can get the right angle. I don't know if that's the right way around, you need to hit it. No, it's not, okay. Damn it, I burnt the Cane of Samaria block. What does that do if you burn it? I wonder if it actually destroys it. That'd be kind of funny. No, it doesn't. Yeah, you have to have it this way around, I think. And then shoot it at a certain angle. Like this right here. There you go. And there's the boss door. Right, so in the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages, we take on the boss of the 6th dungeon and get our 6th Essence of Time. So until then, this is NDM, and thanks for watching. Take care, buddy. See you in the next video, and goodbye.